Hi everyone. Okay, so it's not this morning. In fact, it is 11:10 at night, but I'm still on the right day. Today was a very busy day. I wound up having a lot of things to do. I knew about most of it, but a few things popped up that I wasn't really expecting, I guess is the word. I don't know. At any rate, yeah. So I made it. Let's see what we're going to talk about. And it's not going to be a long one because I am tired. I tossed and turned most of last night, and I have sciatica sometimes. And last night apparently was one of the sometimes because it really wasn't a happy camper most of the night. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right, so this is through the things that I've experienced, I guess, today and just stuff that I know. I'd say that no matter what you're doing in your day, no matter who you're around, wherever you're going, whatever situation would come at you, that you just take the happiest feeling that you can and try to keep that with you so that you're not allowing all the shit of the day to come in and piss on your parade. Something like that, right? Because it goes back to, look, if we want to bring, positive in, we got to stay as positive up here as we can and feel it. The stronger you get in your spirituality or whatever it is you want to call it, the more knowing you have that what anybody else thinks about you is none of your business. It really is none of your business. Who gives a rat's ass what anybody else has got to say about you? If you know that you're a good person inside, you know who you are, and you honestly know that you're a decent individual, who gives a rat's ass? What you think of yourself is what matters. Don't let anybody else's opinion of you cause any discomfort within you. It only harms you. See? Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say for the day. And what time is it? 11:13. I've actually only been talking for what does it say? 3:08. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Yay! Okay, so what else can I bring into this? I don't know. That was just like the lump sum of my day. And I remembered during the day, I used to have this little thing in my car. I'm getting a little sidetracked, but it'll come back. I had this thing in my car that I wrote, and it said what I just said. No matter what it is that I'm doing in my day, no matter who comes at me, who's in my space, no matter what the situation might be, whatever, I made it my intent to keep the most positive feeling I could through every day. I would look at that little piece of paper. And I'm pretty good at it anyway, but you know what? We all have our days, believe me. My blood runs blue just like everybody else's. So to have that thing in my car, because you don't know when someone's going to cut you off, or, you're going to be standing in line at the store and somebody's going to start acting stupid. You don't know what's going to happen in your day. Just try to keep as positive in it as you can. Oh, here's a good deal. I went to visit my friend today. And a friend that he has called and said that she had gotten in an argument with one of her kids. Okay, fine. This child is a grown-ass woman, probably in her 30s or 40s. And the mom called my friend to say, you know, I can't believe she just la 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 la. We just had a big argument. So I told my friend, you know what? If that individual was doing what she claimed she was doing with her daughter, like she was trying to disconnect from the situation and not feed into it and blah, 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 blah. If, in fact, that was the truth, the entire conversation would not have bothered her. She would have said, you know what? Cool, dude, you're entitled to your opinion. I love you, and I need to hang up now because this doesn't feel good to me. You know, I don't want to do this with you. But that wasn't the conversation. The mom was feeding right back into it and getting all riled up and losing who she's been trying so hard to become. Feeding into a situation that she can't change because that person, her child, has held on to all the shit from her childhood and she doesn't want to let go. So I'm just like, you know what? You have no responsibility for anybody. And I mean anybody. When your child is 18, you've done your job raising them. You've done what you had to do, whatever. And I'm not saying you don't help them when they're grown and you're not there for them when they're grown. However, once they're grown, your business with them is cut. They are grown-ass individuals and they have every right, just like you and your parents before you and theirs and blah, 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 to live their life the way they choose. It's none of our business how they're choosing to none of our business how they are choosing to live their lives. None. None. And again, I'm not saying that if you know your child, your adult child, is causing harm to themselves, physical harm to themselves or somebody else, that you're not going to say, hey, wait a minute. I need to step in here and see if there's something I can do or call somebody. You know, if it's a legal matter, whatever. I'm not saying that at all. But as a whole, their lives are none of your business. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to swallow because you just feel that, well, they're mine. I put them here. It is my business. No, matter of fact, it ain't. It ain't. They are just as your neighbors. You wouldn't anymore go over to your neighbors and barge in and start telling them how to live their life, unless they're a relative. Ha, ha, ha. Funny. Don't do it to your kids. Don't. Leave the door open. They need you. They know where you are. This is what it is. My sons and I love them to death, of course. Of course. I had my first one when I was 17. I had all of them by the time I was 22. We grew up together. Wasn't always peaches and cream, I'll tell you what, because there wasn't a lot I knew. Just from my childhood, I didn't know how to go about treating them different than how I had been treated. And I didn't for half a second treat them like my mother treated me. Don't think that for, no, not half a, hell no. My kids didn't know any of the shit that I had to grow up with. But I didn't know how to do anything past what I had the knowledge of. So, I learned, and we went with it like that. That's just how it is. I've had my kids come and tell me all kinds of stuff. They still do. I have hours and hours of conversations when I do talk to my children, one of which lives on the property with me. Two live about, they live like 13 miles away. They live together. They're like inseparable, which is kind of awesome. They're really close together in age. Not that the older one, he's only 2.5 years older than the next one. But those guys are like 10 months apart. And I don't know, there's just something there with them. And they're all very, very close, all of them. So what my baby, Joe, I talked about him in the previous video. He told someone one day, because they're like, you you don't, where's your mom, you know? Where's your mom? Or something to that effect. Like, because we don't spend a lot of time together. And he said, you know what? If I need my mother, I know where she is. And if my mom needs me, she knows where I am. That's because they were raised as independent individuals, because I have always been an independent individual. Always have a mind of my own. Always did for me. I never had anybody to do for me. Never expected anybody to do for me. And quite frankly, I don't know what I'd do if somebody wanted to do something for me. I enjoy being able to do for myself. Even if at the end of the day, I have $10 left for the week. You know what? All my bills are paid and I'm a happy camper. So my kids are that way. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And they're all boys, which I love, love, love. So anyway, I mean, they're like me in that aspect. We're not clingy, needy individuals. We all understand that we all came here for a different reason. Do we love each other? Abso-fucking-lutely. We're all very close. We just don't see each other all the time. That doesn't mean we don't love each other. That means that we respect each other and love each other enough to allow each other to have our separate lives. And, you know, to do and be who we need to do and be. It just is what it is. And that's how we think. And it works for us. So, whatever you're doing during your day, whatever's happening in your kids' world, your friends' world, your whoever's world, do yourself a favor and try not to feed into it too much. In the grand scheme of it all, it's truly not yours. Just allow them to be who they are. Be there to listen if they need you to listen. Again, if somebody's harming somebody, that's a different deal. If you feel it's for you, then do what you can. If not, pick up the phone. Don't get involved with people's lives. It doesn't turn out pretty. It just doesn't. You know, in the drop of a fucking hat, they'll get pissed off at you and be running back to the guy who's beating the crap out of them. So try to keep your happy. Stay who you are up here. Remember who you are. And always remember, no matter what anybody thinks about you, none of your business. What you think about yourself, that's what counts. Always. Okay, I think we're almost 13 minutes in again, which is longer than I thought it would be. Let me see what my final thing is tonight. What I know for sure. I know for sure that everything that happened to me today added to who I am sitting right here, right now. I know at the end of my day, no matter what happened, I'm still smiling. My insides are still happy, 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 happy camper. Yay. I hope the same for you. And as we go along, you'll get it. You'll get it. I'm going to change what this channel's about because, I mean, you know what? I had a mindset in something that I wanted this channel to be. And then as I started going, the same thing with that vision board that I told you I wanted to make about all the positive I wanted to bring to me and all the things I wanted. That's what that vision board was going to be about. I'm sorry, because the universe saw it quite to the contrary. This vision board wound up being nothing except something about a relationship that I'm not even looking for. Universe says, whether you're looking for it or not, it's coming, so you better get ready. That's what it felt. It was so funny, because I just kept writing and writing and writing. And I'm like, whoa, dude, this is going a completely different way. And I called the individual who's on the phone in the video yesterday. You know, this was 4 or 5 days ago. This wasn't in that video that I called her, because she called me. And I said, look, this is what I'm doing in this vision board, and all of a sudden it's turning into everything about a relationship. It doesn't feel good? You bet your ass it feels good. So I know. You know what I'm saying? it was nice to do, and I guess there's a relationship coming. How about that? Yeehaw! Anyway, that's my story for my day. I knew I was going to say something else after that vision board thing, and for the life of me right now, it just kind of flew out of my head. Part is because I'm tired, and I really didn't know what I was coming on here to say again. Oh, that's what I was saying. I want to change the description of this channel. This is going to be, you know what, basically open forum. Whatever we get on here and start talking about, that's what it's going to be about. I will tell you that myself and the individual who was on the phone with me yesterday, we do tarot card readings. I don't do the tarots like she does. My thing is, I just happen to know things for whatever reason since I was like 9 years old. My mother's the same way. My nana was the same way. And I think that's why I wanted the channel to kind of stay spiritually based. And I know people freak out because they're like, oh, fuck, another religious, whatever. What. This is not religious in any way, shape, or form. Spirituality is nothing like religion. They're two totally different entities. You know, in my opinion, religion is something that you do because of somebody else. It's like religion is you following somebody else's beliefs, and it's been something you've done your whole life, so you don't know any better. Spirituality to me, and mind you, I grew up Catholic. My family is Roman Catholic, mom and dad. Well, my mom was Episcopalian, my dad was Roman Catholic. Both my grandparents' sets are Catholic. So that's how I grew up. But I swear to God, first time in church, I was like, what the hell is this? I felt so out of place. And I would ask questions and the priest would tell me to stop. You know, children should be seen and not heard, and little girls have no room in the church. Hello? Oh, yeah. I knew very young what religion was about. You know, it was a way to control people back in the day, and they just keep doing it, making them believe things that are just make-believe. But at any rate, to me, spirituality is when you have gone out and you have searched and you've investigated different religions, and you have sought out the Dalai Lamas of the world, and you know, whatever, and you have come to the conclusion that, you know what, there is more than this. And there isn't this guy in the sky with that gigantic fucking lightning bolt thing that's going to kill me if I don't do what he says. Personally, in the beginning, that was something for me, because I couldn't believe that a father would actually kill his child. I didn't ever understand that. I still don't understand that. So anyway, that's where how I found my spiritual side, and my truths as they are. They don't have to be anybody else's. It's just mine. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have crystals on here eventually. I do have a broker who I can get things like that from, and little dream boxes. As we go on with this, you write down what you'd like to achieve to bring to you, and you would put it in this little dream box and just leave it alone if you chose. Some people just put it on these like spirit boards like I'm doing and out in the open, but I do have a little dream box. Anyway, we're going to do stuff like that. We're going to have things like that. All kinds of things. Who knows? Anybody out there have any ideas, suggestions? Shoot them on over. Again, the email is KIMSLOVE@yahoo.com, and I still not got it in the description down there because I don't know how yet, but I'm working on it, and I want to get in there and change the whole description of the channel, because I want it to be what you guys need it to be, and something that keeps me in my happy place. And if I can do things for individuals to help them understand different things. again, I mean, I have a behavioral health background. I have a nursing background. I have a behavioral analyst background. That's the state of Arizona sent me to school to become a behavioral analyst. So there's a lot of things we can work on here. I'm a certified life coach, so we can do stuff like that on here and privately. You don't have to put your stuff out here if you don't want to. And just come to this channel with respect of everybody else. Don't be ugly when you come on here, because that's not going to be tolerated, and we're not going to be those people. It's just not going to happen. But other than that, it's going to be, you know, open forum. Whatever it is, it is. And that's it. And this shirt is me. Be happy, be happy. Just, you know, I actually had somebody tell me that my calmness and positiveness annoyed him. And I said, what? And he repeated it. And I said, you know, I'm sorry that you're so unhappy in yourself that you would say something like that. How could somebody's calmness and positiveness annoy you? Dude, I would suck it up if I had just those kinds of people around me. Because you don't have to worry about what you're going to walk into or whatever, you know. Anyway, I'm going to stop now because now I'm just so tired. Now I'm just blabbing. All right, everybody, I love you. I want you to be happy. And most of all, please know it's all good, because it is. It really is. Whatever you're going through right now, this too shall pass. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. And if you can't deal with something, you don't know how to take care of it, just leave it be. Leave it be. If it was yours to handle, a way will come. I have a major deal I'm doing right now. We could talk about that tomorrow. Okay, everybody. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to stop it now before I really just start making weird sounds and I get really, really goofy the tireder I get. And I promise you, this background's going to change. This is my bedroom right now. Eventually, I want to get right there. All I'm trying to do is figure out how I can be level with this computer because my house is so small. I touched on that in another video also. I only have 320 square feet. I have to figure out how to put the computer level with me, you know, against that wall. This way I knew, because I have a high boy table here. I really don't want to put this in the middle of my living room. At any rate, all right, I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up. I promise you. I promise you. Have a good night, everybody. And it is my complete intent to be here in the morning. I promise you. Tonight my grandson showed up and we had a little, what is it called? A hunt in the yard. We made a big mystery thing out of it anyway. We could talk about that tomorrow too if I remember. And so anyway, my intent, I'll be here in the morning. Everybody have a good night. Sorry I blabbed on so much. If you have anything you want to comment, please do. Be kind. Be kind, be kind, be kind. That's all I ask. And yeah, it's all good. See you tomorrow morning. We hope, right? No, I'll be here tomorrow. See ya.